I want to just take a minute. What do you think?
It's great. Oh, it's so good. Mostly I just felt helpless. I had lost my dental insurance, and by the time I was in a position to get dental insurance again, it was so bad that it just felt irredeemable. I think it's just that moment when you go to smile, and then you remember that I can't show my teeth, I can't show my mouth, it's embarrassing. And then like you catch yourself halfway through a smile. I think it's the worst. I was looking at the calendar and mapping it out, and I should have my permanent teeth just in time for like corn on the cob season next summer. So that is definitely high on the list, and like tearing things is difficult, so I have to eat my sandwich by like pulling it apart. Or I don't very often smile, and I honestly try not to think about it, because then I can pretend that I'm the only one that notices. I have to be really conscious about the way that I talk and approach people, and even if I am pretending that only I notice, that I notice. And like I said, it's just sort of been a gradual process. I was sort of mid-dental work when I lost my job and my insurance. So I had little things break or a cavity fall out, and nothing I could do, and things just kind of got worse. And then at some point along there, you just kind of give up and quit trying and quit hoping. But then I was referred here by a dear friend who's chosen to remain anonymous, and so I'm grateful for that opportunity to have this chance to restore my teeth and to be normal again. Really nervous the first time I came in, just because you never know, but everybody here's been great and really nice, and it's just been easy, I guess is the word. That here's a plan, and once you kind of make that plan, then it's a lot easier to kind of go forward, and here's the plan, and here's what we're gonna do, and it's gonna be okay. Hard to smile.
Doing great. Obviously, we've got a picture up here of where you've been for the last 6 years. How are you feeling, even though you haven't had a chance to see it yet? How are you feeling with teeth in your mouth?
It's a lot of stuff in there.
Isn't it though?
Especially after yesterday when I did nothing.
Right. And it takes a little bit of getting used to talk. All right, are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
Ready or not?
Right.
Ready or not to be right.
What do you think?
Pretty great.
It does. It looks great. Dr. Howell did a wonderful job with those teeth. Thank you. All right. I've been telling my team not to make a peep, so we would like to just...
Even in the midst of all the healing, just a couple days after surgery, it was night and day different. It's so, I don't regret. It was hard. Don't get me wrong. There were some hard parts, but I don't regret any of it for even a second. It's been great, and you guys are great, and you're wonderful. Challenging, magnificent, and wonderful. Mostly mental. Just getting ready to go through such a big change in a relatively short period of time. You know, from one day to the next, it's wildly different. Probably my biggest concern was will I still feel like myself in my own head and my own mouth? Am I gonna have to learn how to like re-talk, basically? Which, no, I mean, it's different. It's different in my mouth, but I think that's just a matter of getting used to it over time. My other big concern was I sing a lot. I sing in choir, and that's a big part of my life. So making sure that part of, is my mouth going to be the same shape? Am I still going to be able to do the things that I love with music? Or am I going to have to also relearn that, which it hasn't been nearly as challenging as I expected. So that's been great. Like, I have mostly the same personality, just that I'm not afraid to let it show, to smile and to be happy and to be involved with things. I don't feel like I have to kind of hide in the back and let other people be in the front. People didn't say things to me or feel bad or anything, but I felt really supported. So I think people both at church and in my personal life and at work have just been so supportive. I think one reason why I kept putting it off was just I was scared of what would a doctor think, what would professional people think. The doctors are they're so kind and accepting, and they don't judge you for whatever your situation is. They're only invested in helping you get through it and past it and to a better place. You're so good. It's so fun everybody knew who I was, which at first was a little surprising. Like, even people I hadn't met yet were like, "Oh, hi, Meigan, how's it going? How are you today?" And everybody just was always so excited to see me and so welcoming and accommodating. I used to always have to like cut the chicken off the bone, which is fine, but way less fun to eat drumsticks when you have to cut them off. And just like, I didn't really think about it. I just picked up the chicken and just started eating it. And I'm like, and then when I was like done eating my bone chicken, I was like, oh wait, I just ate that like a normal person. I didn't have to like pull all the chicken apart or anything. I could just eat bone chicken. It was great. Usually with food mostly, it's like, oh, I can just like eat this. And corn on the cob season is like just around the corner. And I'm so excited because I haven't been able to like just eat corn on the cob in a long time. That is definitely on the 4th of July barbecue list. I think my other favorite part is that I don't have to think about it. Like, I don't think about like, oh, this is so easy now, until like later when I'm like, oh wait, that wasn't that easy to eat at E.G.'s last time I had one. So it's kind of fun that it's both something I'm aware of, but not like at the forefront of my brain, and then I can just go like, oh, this is so great. I love it. The fact that I feel like I can smile, I don't have to like hide anything. I can just express whatever and not have to like think. In the back of my mind, I was always thinking like, what do other people think? And like, oh, better not. I don't want them to see that, but just to be able to smile and be happy, and it's great. I love it. Quit like living whatever life you're living now and just do it. I know a great place. They'll treat you wonderful, and stop wasting time. You know, time's gonna pass. In 3 years, it's gonna be 3 years. You can either be where you are or someplace so much better. I mean, this process doesn't take 3 years. 6 months. 6 months. It's gonna be 6 months in 6 months, but you could either be where you are or miles and miles ahead. At least go talk to them. Maybe they really like the place they're at. Maybe, I'm sure there are other great people, but I've had a great experience here, so it will always be, oh, you should go check them out. Add them to your list of people that you're talking to and that you're considering.